Your discretion is advised.
What up, heel faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz, that's Draven Grimes, and this is Fantasy Wars.
Topic.
What
if Randy Orton beat Undertaker at WrestleMania 21 in 2005?
I love this topic. We're going to cook on this one. We'll get into it right after this.
Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain.
Striking his Randy Orton pose over there.
Hey.
Nothing you can say.
How are you doing, my guy?
I'm doing all right, man. Had a down few days, but I'm breaking out of it.
Good. It's definitely been a long few days for both of us.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so
how about you?
the weekend cannot get fast enough. You
I'm
understand
so glad
me?
it's Friday tomorrow.
Oh, it is Friday tomorrow. Dude, fuck yes.
Friday
See, I don't even know
tomorrow,
what fucking day it is.
And then we got so much wrestling to watch on Saturday. Holy shit.
Fuck. Means we got so much wrestling to talk about on Sunday.
You goddamn right.
Shit, man. Shit.
I'm gonna get AW all out.
I'm going to watch it on the Netflix. WWE. I'll watch WWE on
And
the Netflix.
then right after that is the fuck it's called WrestlePalooza.
Something.
WrestlePalooza.
It's not Blood Money Mania. Don't worry.
And I'm hoping that my ESPN that I got with my Hulu lets me watch it for free.
Oh, we haven't tested that yet, have we?
No, I went on there today and it shows it, but it doesn't say pre-buy it or anything.
So it's not behind a paywall?
Not yet.
Okay. So here's the thing. If it ends up being that way, let me know. With some time to spare, I will run out here. And I can't put it on the Roku because apparently Rokus don't support VPNs, but I can at least put it on your computer so you can at least watch it on this.
Yeah.
Or what I did is I went to Walmart and I got like their knockoff of a Fire Stick, like $10-15, and it supports Surfshark. Sponsored.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's how I'm going to be watching it on that little stick, and it's fucking great. I fucking love it.
That's awesome. Is that the only thing you use that stick for? I mean,
That's the only thing I use that stick for the VPN. Everything else VPN wise is done, all right?
no, I mean, do you watch anything else?
Oh yeah.
On
I have
the
it
stick?
set up like a Roku now. Like
Oh,
I have my
okay.
Netflix. I have Disney Plus with the Hulu add-on. I have.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I didn't even. And I bought this before we even like delved into Surfshark and doing anything for VPNs. Like I just bought it to fucking have it because I couldn't find my Roku remote. It's half the price of a Roku.
Fucking Roku TVs. You need to be able to hook it up, and so we can use VPNs on there.
I think it's some. I mean, I could probably jailbreak it if I want, but
Yeah.
I'd rather just spend the $10-15 and get something I can just Surfshark on.
Sure, absolutely.
So
And I
first-
could probably put it on my phone and like put
Yeah.
my screen on the big TV.
Yeah, you could. So if it comes to that, I think I've already sent you the login stuff, but if not,
Yeah.
I'll get it to you again.
Not a bad deal. If you look at the link in the description, you can get Surfshark for 88% off and 3 free months.
Yeah, it's like $1.88 a month for 2 years.
Crazy.
I think I spent $56 and change for 27 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Hell yeah.
Then you can switch to Canada and watch all of WWE's pay-per-views on Netflix.
And then I can switch to Japan and watch all the animes that they don't have over here in America.
Yeah, I probably won't do that.
I do.
That's cool.
Major might.
Minor, too.
Oh, Miner's into anime too?
He likes the Dragon Slayer shit. No, I'm sorry. Demon Slayer.
A lot of dragon stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they like different kind of anime.
Hey, anime is anime, dude. I'm not ever gonna judge anybody on it.
That's cool, man. Cool. It's not hurting anybody. Enjoy it.
On Pornhub.
That's
Did I
not
say that out loud?
anime.
Bullshit.
That's hentai. That's
Close
not
enough.
a whole different world.
I've seen the parodies.
Shit.
All right.
All right. So, what if Randy Orton broke Undertaker's streak in 2005 at WrestleMania? Talk to us about Randy Orton pre this match. Like, if I remember correctly, he was starting to rise.
So, March 2005 when this match took place. So let's kind of rewind the clock back a few months.
Pull your mic.
SummerSlam 2004. He beat Chris Benoit for the World Heavyweight Championship. I meant he found the World Heavyweight Championship hanging in the corner somewhere at SummerSlam 2004 and claimed himself to be the champion. The following month, he was kicked out of Evolution and he lost the title to Triple H. And from there, he kind of floundered on the mid-card some. Nothing too out there. Like, he had a thing at Survivor Series where he was part of the winning team and he became a general manager for a night and he abused his power and blah, blah, blah. Still was a babyface. Going into 2005, of course, he got eliminated from the Royal Rumble, that legendary one that Vince McMahon destroyed both his quads. And it's sad that Royal Rumble's that Royal Rumble's known for that, because the first thing I think of from Royal Rumble 2005 is the only time a botched elimination really set the sight for the next 10 years in WWE.
It really did. Yeah.
Because remember, it was Batista and John Cena that literally hit the ground at the same fucking time.
Yeah, which never happened.
Has never happened since. Like, it was a complete fucking mistake. But from there, both of them went to their respective main events for WrestleMania. Both of them won their respective championships.
Yep.
And, dude, the rest is history.
Yeah.
John Cena, the Never Seen 17. Dave Batista, I think he's like 7 or 8 time world champion.
Yeah.
Both of them Hall of Fame careers. I mean, granted, Batista's still like a relatively short career, but he had in my opinion, a Hall of Fame worthy career.
Oh, absolutely.
So, seeing this, I'm sure Randy got a little aggravated and stuff, so he needed something creatively different. So on screen, he started seeing Stacy Keibler. And on screen, they were boyfriend, girlfriend, and shit. But he kind of went on a little losing streak since getting paired up with Stacy. To the point where the only thing he can think of to kind of get his life back in order, as well as get his career going again, was challenge The Undertaker to WrestleMania. They did a couple things with his dad. You know, don't do it, son. You don't know who he is. Ignored him. Stacy started, hey, maybe you don't need to do this. But the time came where he was officially going to challenge him. And when he challenged him, he said there's not anything he wouldn't do to win this match against The Undertaker. And then proceeded to hit an RKO on Stacy Keibler. One of the worst RKOs I've ever seen in my life. But an RKO nonetheless, which effectively ends that storyline. So going into WrestleMania 21, he's now established himself as the heel of this story. Still being cocky, still being a pompous windbag. Undertaker playing his mind tricks, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, excuse me. Frozen dairy treat. 5 o'clock. But then we get into the match. And this is the first time that I can remember as a fan. And I was 15 at the time. And I was legitimately worried that this is where Undertaker's going to lose the streak. Not with not with Kane the prior year. I watched A-Train and Big Show in the handicap match. Ric Flair was just Ric Flair was shit. Let's call it what it was. The match with Triple H at WrestleMania 17, which I still say is the best match out of their trilogy, even though I'm the biggest proponent of the Hell in a Cell match.
Mm-hmm.
The first one at Houston was still the best one out of it. This is the first time I was ever like, ooh, there's a fucking chance because of how it was built up. But obviously it didn't happen. Sorry, I had something in my Undertaker did go over. This was in my memory, and you can either confirm or deny this. This is the first time we really ever got a true RKO out of nowhere. That counter from the chokeslam into the RKO.
Yeah.
Which, just set the ground to many more in his illustrious career.
Absolutely.
But we're here to talk about what if Undertaker did lose at WrestleMania 21. So let me see where you're feeling on this one.
I think if Randy Orton had won that match, he would be the one with 17 titles right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would have been such a slingshot for him that he would have been just skyrocketed on top. And even if he has how many world titles? 14. While floundering in the mid card during that time. Like, yeah, if he had, it would have instantly made him a superstar. It would have made a shit ton of difference.
So let me ask you this. Let me pose this question for you. I see 3 versions of Randy in his career. There's 02 to 06, where he's just a kid. He's just cocky as fuck. Then you got like 07 to 2012, which is that legendary run, which, we always get the memes of the 2009 Bald and Randy Orton is in there. But we see him legitimately grow into a main event star from 2007 to 2012. And then you got 2012 on to today.
Mm-hmm.
Various feuds, various babyface, various heels, but he's always kind of been like the same Randy. Right. Even with his comeback from his spinal injury after 18 months?
Yeah.
Are you seeing Randy Orton in the same light as I am, as he's still this cocky ass fucking green kid in 2005? Are you kind of seeing him more of like from his 07 to 12 run, like where you already see him kind of maturing a little sooner?
I think with working with and being put over by the Undertaker at WrestleMania would have put the accomplishments in perspective, made him a little more mature, and he start that sick tear a year and a half early.
Okay. So for me, see, I know a lot of the backstage stuff from that time frame. He was not fucking ready at all. Like, he was his own worst enemy. Whether it was by his actions or by his fucking words or just by his attitude, was his own worst enemy.
Oh, without question.
So for him to flounder in the mid card after that title run, however short it might have been, because even with a title run, it was originally supposed to go about 4 or 5 months before he lost it. But because this motherfucking mouth of his, because of his actions, they cut it short because he showed that he was not mature enough to carry the weight of being the main card champion.
Sure.
So for him to start that maturing, for me, it would have to happen months prior. It would have to happen, honestly, for me, I would need him humbled after losing that title.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, until you can get your shit straight, you're off TV. Otherwise, you're still going to be the same cocky little pompous windbag, and nobody's going to take you seriously.
Right.
And case in point, when they did eventually win the Survivor Series match, every member of that winning team became general manager for that week. And he was the least respected out of the 5. And Maven was one of the 5.
Oh, shit.
So that should tell you something. So I would need him to mature very quickly in a very short amount of time for me to say yes for him to go over on the Undertaker. Not just, yeah, we're going to have you go over with the hopes that with this responsibility, you're going to kind of open your fucking eyes and grow up a little.
No, I completely get it. But we're talking about him going over Taker as a conclusion already.
Yes.
Like, you're right. He might not even have deserved to have been in the match.
I'm not saying that. I think in that point in time, with the roster that was there, with the way the matches were all set up for WrestleMania 21, there was no one better because everybody else of consequence that was worth a damn was in their own little things. Because remember, they had 6 guys over here they wanted to do something with, but had nothing to do for them. So they invented a fucking match for them. The Money in the Bank. So Randy and Taker legit had nothing really planned until February of that year.
Right.
So why not put them two together?
Yeah.
And that was kind of the whole mindset for that. Like, it was a formality. Yeah, obviously Randy's going to do the pleasantries on it. Going to take the pinfall.
Sure.
But let's say it changes. Let's say something happens on the fly. And I'm not even saying,
Well, before we get into that, go to our first commercial break.
Okay.
What up, Heel Faction? Today's day and age, internet security is of paramount importance. That's why today's sponsor is Surfshark VPN. Tell them about it, Draven.
It was really quite simple. VPNs are the way of the future. Keeps your stuff secure, safe, and out of hackers' hands. You want to go watch Netflix over in Japan? Flip that shit over. You want to go watch the capital P word, and you can't because you're in one of these states that got it banned? Flip that shit over to another country. Really quite simple.
Absolutely. Keeps your information safe, out of the hands of hackers. VPNs, as Draven said, are the future. If you use the link in the description, you can get Surfshark VPN for 88% off plus 3 free months.
Damn, that's quite a steal.
Yeah, we're talking about less than $2 per month plus 3 free months. You sign up using the link in the description. Safe surfing, happy surfing, keep your shit safe. We'll get back to the show. All right, we are back. So, you were saying?
So let's see how you'd book this. How would the match go? How would the match finish? What would be all out, in your opinion, of not just Randy Orton, but the Undertaker?
How would I book that match to go? I don't remember the match well enough to be able to do that, really.
Well, for 2005, Randy was kind of the ABCs style of match. Worked on the arm, running big boot into the corner, got ducked, went over, worked on the leg for a while, got the heat, et cetera.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously in this scenario, I'd have Randy go over, probably RKO clean. I think the Undertaker would probably I think it would probably harm Undertaker more than it helps Randy.
Because he's 12-0.
Yeah. The mystique making it 20 years. I mean, I think that's probably his best accomplishment streak.
100%. I mean, he's 5-time world champion, multiple-time tag champ, time hardcore champ, Hall of Famer, But when
Absolutely.
you think Undertaker in WWE, the first thing you think of is the streak.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think it damages his mystique more than it helps Randy. But I do. I mean, now that you told me and refreshed my memory on his disciplinary issues and his um all that stuff, uh, I don't know, man. I mean, do they let him have a chance in the main event scene? I think you almost have to. I think if he breaks that streak, I think he almost has to be in the main event picture after that. It just depends on if he can actually handle it or not.
So for me, the match would not change at all the way it was done. I think with them two in that era, that's hands down, at least for me, the best one-on-one match on the card. But like we said, we need Randy to mature more before this match going into it. That way he doesn't, be a green cocky little shit. So for me, the way I'd end it is the RKO out of the chokeslam. And went straight into a pin, got the 1, 2, 3. Because if you remember, maybe not, he hit that RKO out of the chokeslam, but instead of going for the pin, he got cocky. Did the throat slash to Taker, got him up for the tombstone. Taker countered the tombstone, hit him with the tombstone, 1, 2, 3. So just take that all out, hit the RKO, get the pin, 1, 2, 3. I'm not saying you're going to put him directly into the main event slot just yet, but you're about to fast track him. Because beating The Undertaker at WrestleMania would have instantly elevated Orton from a young cocky heel into a made man. Instead of cooling off after his failed babyface run in late 04, WWE could have leaned heavily into the legend killer identity. Orton becomes the guy who accomplished what Hogan, Triple H, Ric Flair, Kane, Diesel, all these others couldn't do. And that's in the Undertaker streak at the young age of 25.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't have been positioned as the next true franchise player yet, but you could have put a lot of equity on him.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the Undertaker, this defeat kind of puts a dent into Taker's aura, as you
Right.
stated. But he's still the dead man. But the mystique of being unbeatable at WrestleMania is now gone.
Yeah.
So to protect him, WWE would likely lean into a more darker, more violent Undertaker. Perhaps maybe even reintroducing more of the supernatural elements to avenge the loss. He remains iconic, but for the future of WrestleMania, it's not going to carry the same weight that the matches going into it did.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, and let's just say this is the only match that changes at WrestleMania 1 that year. Who are the two world champions coming out of WrestleMania 21? Batista beating Triple H, John Cena beating JBL. You would almost have to move him over to SmackDown at this point because that feud with Triple H was just so fucking good. I don't know about you, but I can't even remember who the fuck John Cena faced his first pay-per-view after winning the title.
Probably JBL again.
May have been, but that should tell you just how insignificant that rematch was. You could put him in that main event slot, but you can't have him win the belt yet.
Right.
Don't even have Cena pin him yet. Start the very slow burn for what we would eventually get later down the road for John Cena versus Randy Orton. Really? Dave, are you good? Oh, fuck.
What the fuck?
Um,
Elwood?
how are you Who are you on the phone with?
And why do you have a suit jacket on?
Dude, that's your suit jacket.
Oh, you're trying to be a wrestling manager?
Manager.
Wants to be a manager? Is this really a contract for you to become my manager? Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna have to decline.
So here's my problem. Learning experience. You need to build some equity before trying to sign somebody that's been in the business for 15 years. Okay? Go talk to Big Dave. Talk to Dave. He might need a manager. He's right over there. Yeah, I get it. You're on the phone. That's cool. But go talk to Dave. He'll get you set up with somebody that's more of your stature. And please, for the love of God, take off dark suit.
Jesus Christ, man.
Every
Every day is something with him.
You know what's funny? That was in your closet. You really need to go through your closet.
I'm going to.
Yes. Also, find how much that's going to dry clean. Ugh. It smells like Big Game disappointment.
Oh, gee.
God Almighty.
Good Lord.
Fuck. Where was I?
Fucking Elwood, man. You're always into some shit. Always into some shit.
Dave. Take care of Elwood, please. Get him out of here. And get the suit jacket off of him.
God damn.
Also, check your wallet because he likes to steal credit cards.
You know, I'm beginning to get desensitized about the whole fucking thing.
That's your hobo.
Sometimes I'm just stupid. Oh, fuck it.
God damn it. All right, so anyway, let's get back to this. Moving Randy over to SmackDown, that would be my first official move with him beating the streak. Because where else are you going to go? Can't stay on Raw. For you to have any significance, you need to be on SmackDown where the Undertaker was king. You've slayed the king, take over his kingdom. And that could be the mentality going into this true legend killer. Goes after John Cena. Obviously, we don't let Cena lose the title. We really slow burn like they're just going to be the yin and the yang for the next 10 years. Not really far off, let's be honest. But it's really going to change the long-term booking for both Undertaker and Orton. So, that being said, we've got to get Undertaker back on TV.
Yeah.
In your opinion, how long is he off TV? When does he come back? What does he do when he comes back?
Well, I think we've kind of... Their original program was 3, right?
They did WrestleMania, they did SummerSlam, and they did Armageddon.
Right. So I think you still have to have trilogy. So I think Taker comes back right after whatever that next pay-per-view happened to be before SummerSlam.
It's either Vengeance or No Mercy is the pick for SummerSlam.
Yeah. So I think you keep him off for a couple months. He comes back in time to build match 2 of the trilogy.
Okay. Does he come back interfering with something with Orton? Or does he just come back on a pre-tape? How would you do it?
No, I think he does the whole shtick. I think Randy wins the main event of Raw. Lights go out. Taker gets behind him, fucks him up.
Well, remember what I stated. With this loss happening, he turns into a darker, more violent,
Dave.
more supernatural. Undertaker. Bring that back.
Yeah.
So for me, and I know it's only a year after, but I think we really rehashed what he did with Kane going into WrestleMania 20 with the mind games, with the pre-tapes, with the lights, with the special effects, with even a fucking casket in the ring. Like everything that is classic dark Undertaker
Right.
mind games. That is what we do. But at this time, we really lean heavily into a trinity, so to speak. And what I mean by that is you lean heavily into the dead man. You lean heavily into the ministry. You lean heavily into the American badass. He comes back as this hybrid character that takes the worst of all three of those gimmicks, put them into one. He becomes the most vile, sadistic, violent motherfucker that Undertaker could ever be.
I like it.
You take the high threshold of pain and no selling of the dead man. You take the mind tricks of the ministry, and you take the offense of the American badass. Because say what you will, but when he became the American badass, he got a lot more MMA style.
Yeah.
He became very cerebral in how he used submissions. That's what I would do. Have him come back as that. Have him come back at SummerSlam, as you said. And obviously, since Randy won at Mania, we have Taker win here. But with Randy, really leaning into the legend killer thing, he once again hires on Kane to try to take care of this. But because Undertaker's become so powerful, quote unquote, Kane wants nothing to do with this. So we kind of steal what he did with Mahon. Get some mass motherfuckers in there, shit out of them. We don't choke them out with the razor wire. Let's not get fucking hasty.
Yeah.
But we get more of a gang mentality from Randy Orton. To the point, but we do get to the tribute show for Eddie Guerrero. We have that whole thing happen where he puts Taker on the back of the lowrider, runs him into the back of the stage, and that's the last time we see him. We have Randy go on to win the title from John Cena at Survivor Series. Do that whole return the same way he did. But instead of Randy running off, we have Randy bash him in the head with the fucking title, bust him open. And that's what we get leading into Hell in a Cell at Armageddon.
Okay.
For the championship. Now, with that scenario, who walks out with the title?
I think Randy has to walk out with it.
Why?
One, he just won it. And I don't think they would look at him as a transitional champion. And I think in order for the catapult to continue to rise that he got from WrestleMania, you've got to win 2 out of 3 matches in that trilogy. You got to win that trilogy.
I'm glad we're on the same page. So, here's my thought process. This is how we write off Taker. We have Randy beat so bad in the match that Undertaker brought into the WWE 9 years prior that Undertaker never returns. Because, say what you will, his run from 05 till his retirement, his best years to me, 01 to 05.
Yeah.
So why not let him go out on top? Let him stay more healthy than he ended up being. And if you need to bring him back for a one-off or for a special attraction, you have that option.
Right.
He doesn't have to be on the road every fucking week.
Agreed.
And that hurts to say because, you know,
Oh, yeah.
how much Undertaker means to me and my career and, you know, my personal life. I'm not just saying family. I'm saying that because if it wasn't for Undertaker, I would not be a professional wrestler. It's like with Sting. If it wasn't for Sting, you would not be. wrestler.
Right.
So to kind of step back and see it from a third party situation, that would have been what was best for him at that time, because that's when his body really started breaking down. Remember when he came back from a Survivor Series, buck ton of weight, he did not look that good.
Yeah.
Could be because of roids, that could be workout, whatever. But he wasn't looking good. So for me, be that final nail in the coffin to truly be the legend killer, you kill the ultimate legend inside the most legendary match that WWE has at that time, Hell in a Cell. And from there, transition it from the legend killer into the Apex Predator, into the Viper, into what we would soon have in 2006, 2007 movie.
Yeah.
That slow, more stoic, more cerebral, more heard Randy Orton. But that's just me.
I like it. Well, let's throw it to our last commercial, and we will be back to wrap this up.
Castell. Indulge in the revolution.
All right, we are back. So, I gotta admit, I felt some type of way about the Undertaker retiring in 2005.
Well, to be fair, that's just my opinion. That's
No,
just
I
how
know.
I would do it. And again, that's from stepping back and seeing you're starting to see his body decline, starting to
Yeah.
see the wear and tear really take hold, because 2006 moving forward is when he had those sporadic little stints where he'd come back for a couple months, go away for a few months because he's always doing rehab or he's doing some sort of minor surgery or something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I think if you have him step away from full-time wrestling after the Orton trilogy, I think you still got to have him for major storylines, major pay-per-views. Whether he then goes straight to the WrestleMania only,
which would be fine. I would even dare say don't even have him at that following year's WrestleMania. Give him a full year to get up. That way, when he can come back the following year, I'm not saying he's going to be on his fucking A game, but he's going to be where he needs to be to perform at WrestleMania, even if it's just one. And that's where you can really kind of build up a new streak. That Undertaker couldn't do it. This Undertaker, the culmination of every iteration of Undertaker up to this point.
mm-hmm.
Start a new streak.
Yeah.
Make it what the streak really was. It's not a championship opportunity, but it was an opportunity to immortalize yourself at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because say what you will, in order for the streak to work, you needed two people in that fucking dance, and your
100%.
names are immortalized on that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
So, if it wasn't the case, and you're not following my booking, and I just want to see where your head goes on this one. Orton beats Taker at Hell in a Cell, retains the championship. Where does Taker go from there if he doesn't retire in alternate future?
I think he still goes away for a while. But I think he's back for the WrestleMania build.
Who would you put him against that year? He went against Mark Henry at that WrestleMania, which was like a last minute thing because they didn't really have anything for him.
Trying to remember the roster from back then.
Throw a name out there, and I'll let you know if he's.
I don't
if they're on the
think
card.
I would change much.
You
I
still have Mark Henry and Undertaker at 22.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't think I would change much moving forward. I would turn him into a once or twice a year guy earlier. I don't know if 2000 because he was still doing relatively regular work up until what 17.
No. Seven. That was 2011. Yeah, because he did the two with Sean, 25 and 26. And he was still on TV quite a bit, but he wasn't working as much. And then once he had that first match with Triple H at WrestleMania 7, that's when he started taking that extended time off. And that's when he started doing back like for Mania. Remember, that's when he hair, had the
Yeah,
Mohawk, came back at Hell in a Cell, worked Triple H that year. And then from there, it was like once or twice a year throughout the year that he shows up, special occasion, shit like that. Then he just work Mania.
yeah. I think I because you're right. His body was breaking down. I think I'd go to that schedule probably after the first Shawn WrestleMania. Um, take him down to the once or twice a year at that point. Had he had his hips replaced yet? Had he?
No, he didn't do any hip replacements till after seven. So after 2017, so after the Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay.
So I like that. I like that, and here's why I like that. That would have given him his last full run, which would have been from 24 to 25. That's 2007 to 2008. So it gives him a couple more years. And he goes out as the world champion. Remember the build up was Undertaker was world champion up and like that. And that's when they started the Shawn Undertaker thing going into 25. So what I would have done then, actually, so that's just the perfect. Both the build-ups for the Shawn Taker matches were perfect.
Yeah, beautifully done.
But here's the thing: you would have to alternate it just a little bit for 26 because he was still working relatively full time, and he was world champion going into a chamber year of 26, in which Shawn broke into the chamber and cost him the title. Need to find a different catalyst for that. My suggestion would be, oh, Undertaker returns at the Royal Rumble in the Royal Rumble match. Shawn cost him the spot it. Make him like one of the last three.
I got you.
Have Shawn go in there, just super kick him over the top rope,
Mhm.
let it go down to the final two. That's how you build Shawn Taker Part 2.
I like that. I like that. So all is not lost by losing in 05. I think he can build a new streak. I think even when he goes down to those one or two showings a year, he keeps the streak intact. I don't think you have Brock Lesnar beat him.
I wouldn't have Brock Lesnar at that point. Brock Lesnar.
Right.
So let me ask you this. We change 05 the way we changed 05. Does 06 to 2012 happen the same exact way with his full-time career? It means he works Batista at WrestleMania 23, wins the title there,
Who are we
works
talking about?
Undertaker.
Oh,
He works Edge at WrestleMania 24, wins the title there. Back-to-back years at WrestleMania, he wins the world title. Goes into 25 and 26 with Shawn. 25 was his last full time. He starts going part time into 26. From 26 to 27, is that where you really pull him back to do like once a year thing and special occasions?
well, you seriously limit him between the Shawn match. Good.
That's why you make him. That's why you make both Shawn and Taker go away for
Yeah.
a couple months. Well, at least Shawn for a couple months.
Yeah. Um, I think
Oh,
that
fuck,
sounds
they kinda
like
did that.
I think that sounds like about the right time to bring maybe just SummerSlam and WrestleMania.
I wouldn't even do. I'd do Survivor Series because that's where he did
Okay.
have him show up there, but not SummerSlam. Going back to what you said about the Brock Lesnar thing. Here's the thing. The whole build up for Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30 was Paul Heyman saying he's going to be behind the one in 21-1. Without that build up, there's really no reason for Brock Lesnar to touch The Undertaker at this point.
Guess you're right.
This
Yeah.
could be a WrestleMania where, all honesty, this is where you put Bray. You don't have John Cena versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 30. You have Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. You have Brock Lesnar versus John Cena at WrestleMania 30. That's what you do there. But let me ask you this, since the streak doesn't really hold much power at this point, who goes over between Bray and Taker?
I think if we're not worried about the streak anymore, I think Bray has to go. I think he has to pass the torch at that age, in that state.
I think Taker goes over at this one, but we have the rematch the following year with a proper build-up, and that's where Bray takes it. We give Bray that year to kind of really work on his character development. That's where you pull the trigger on Bray to really become the face of fear.
Not mad at it.
Either. So, any thoughts, queries, comments, concerns, bitch outs, anything like that?
No, I think we tackled the prompt perfectly. I think we had some good booking following that match. I'm pretty happy with both scenarios. Yours, what we got for Randy and what we got for Taker.
Okay. Not going. I am looking up our next subject for next week. Let's see here. Ooh, here we go. And this one I know you're going to cook on. So, I think we just about killed this puppy. So,
Yeah.
pleasantries?
Yeah.
Pleasantries. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget Heel Shit Podcast. This coming up Sunday, we will be reviewing both AEW and WWE pay-per-views that are happening this coming up Saturday. All Out for AEW and WrestlePalooza for WWE.
Yep.
God help us, we got to sit through a WWE. Fuck me. We will be back next Tuesday live on YouTube with Weekend Wrestling with Dark Cordz, Draven Grimes, and Edgar from the Snug Wrestling Podcast. Apologies for abruptly not doing one last week. We had some personal issues to take care of outside of the studio. So apologies for that. And, of course, we will be back next Thursday for
Fantasy Wars.
Subject. What if Sting never adopted the Crow persona?
Oh, my God.
How does that affect WCW?
Oh, my God.
Hey, we did one of my guy this week. Sting. What if he didn't take up the Crow persona? This is going to hurt him.
This is going to be tough.
He's a little stinger, and he wanted the buzz cut and the colorful shit.
Hey.
Sting's most iconic is still the Crow thing. So I'm gonna let you cook. I'll get some stuff going, but I want you to cook on this. Impress me.
Fuck.
Make my nipples hard.
That's gonna be a tough one for me to stomach.
Oh, and me ending the streak in 2005 wasn't?
Oh, I know it was.
Okay then. And of course, be on the lookout for Talking Shit. We have revived that out anywhere where podcasts are able to be listened to. Just look up Talking Shit. We are very excited for that one. It's going very well. A lot of shenanigans on that show. A lot of fucking shenanigans. So yeah, take a look out for that one. And as far as Booker's Table, I know we're still getting emails about that. Please bear with us. We got a few more things we got to iron out before we can restart that up. So just be patient with that one. I know Dark Cordz is ready to get back on that one. Me too, minus the Monday Night Raw. We might just start covering SmackDown. And with that, don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at Heel Shit Podcast. You can find us anywhere. Just type in Heel Shit Podcast. You can now find Talking Shit on Twitter, X, whatever. Just type in Talking Shit. TALKIN, no G, SHIT. Pulls it right up. And I think, oh, my bad. I'm sorry, man. The merch.
The merch.
It's beautiful.
Merch
It's
is beautiful.
Fucking beautiful. As always, you can get the TFK, you can get the HSP, the Dark Horse, Draven Grimes, Ripper Weeze, the fuck Logan Paul. I love the fuck Logan Paul. Edgar's favorite shirt, by the way, as well as the Pole Watcher. You can get the cups, the hoodies, the t-shirts, tank tops. I think we're working on socks now. Everything down there at Streamlabs. Oh, you forgot to mention one thing tonight. I'm very disappointed in you, so I'm going to let you go ahead and talk about the YouTube memberships one time.
Yes, don't forget about the YouTube membership. Hit that join button down in this region. We got 2 tiers to choose from, $1.99 and $4.99. Check them out. They both come with great perks. We'd love to have you as a member.
Yes, sir. And with that, take us home.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. For Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cordz. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. Peace.
Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. What in this city ain't nobody